At Lapras King. All right. Is Flea Market Madness dead or just on hiatus, as it's been a while since the last episode and you were downsizing your collection?
Am I downsizing my collection? I potentially am. That would have nothing to do with Flea Market Madness, though. By the way,
But we'll
the Madness is not dead, Ian. The Madness still lives inside me. It lives and breathes and hopes. So
Snap
I
and
have
Slim Jims.
okay. So the Flea Market Madnesses that I edit used to be roughly 8 months to a year behind when I actually went, because I would just at some points I do like 3 weeks in a row or twice a month I go and film. And
Now we're like 2 years behind, right?
It's getting fucking closer to that.
Okay.
It's getting closer.
That wasn't a joke
but
question.
But it used to be I would never, if I filmed every time I went to the flea market, and I could have 5-6 years ago when I had like garbage bags of games coming from the flea market. I literally did. Frank would have a bag.
I know.
I would have 190 volumes of Flea Market Madness by now. So, but it got to the point where it would just get less and less. But then it was like, still like, I was like, oh, okay, maybe every other time I'd feel like I get like this really weird radar, flea market radar. And usually 9 times out of 10, when I said, I'm going to film today, I would find something good.
Okay.
Then it got less and less. Then I had something in my head go back when I'm editing, like I want to say when I got like volume 25. I think I've done like 32 Flea Market Madness or something like that. It's been a lot of them, or 29 or 30. I think over 30. I'd have to like cut parts of 2 together sometimes, and talk about the last 3 or 4 episodes. But overall, though, it would get to the point where I would stop filming. I said within the past couple of years, and then have to go back another time and be like, okay, now this is a better one. The flea markets suck dick now.
Yeah.
They've been bad since the heyday was probably early 2013 is when they probably hit their peak and started going downhill. All right, so 4 years after I got here, they've gotten really bad. I'd say from 2015 on, they're like, ooh, these are getting bad now, because there's now overabundance of people that have started to go to the swap meet and look for it. Not just that, but the sellers got more savvy, and then they would jack the price on their games that they would end up not moving, and then you start to see those nice sun-faded games. Oh, that's the same Roger Clemens MVP baseball I saw last year for $5 that no one fucking wants. Gone are the days, the salad days of me finding a trash bag with an N64. One time I found, I think it was a Flea Market Madness episode, maybe it wasn't. I found like a fucking garbage bag with like a Jungle N64, 10 N64 games, and like 20 NES games for like $20. That was like 2011. That ain't happening anymore. That ain't happening at this point. It might, but probably not unless you really look hard. So that overall dampens my spirit of going to the swap meet, and I still like going, but I haven't gone at this point in time in like almost 4 months. And yes, I have other responsibilities and conventions and certain guidebooks to write, which that was a turning point when I started working on the NES guidebook. I did not have the energy to go to the swap meet, then come home and start writing and playing games. That is part of it. But I'm also kind of sick of editing them. That said, I have like 12 more in the can to edit, so I will edit them at some point, and I might still shoot them, but my interest is waning overall because there's a lot less shit to find. So my feeling is that the audience doesn't want me to go out to the flea market and find jack shit.
You know what might,
Why would you want to watch that?
you know what might kick up that interest?
What?
Vonnie needs someone to go to the flea market with all the time. And then you two could review the early morning bar. You could review the brooms. It'd be a lot more interesting with someone with you if you were going to find jack shit.
So anyway,
I'm just saying, she wants people to go to the flea market with you. Might as well film.
They're not as easy to edit as you think, because you have to sit through and watch yourself look at garbage for like, oh my God, okay, where's the interesting part? Where's the interesting part? It's a slog. That said, this is not me selling out, but Twitch is interesting me more and more in terms of what can be done on it, in terms of live shows, maybe a live podcast, live movie reactions when Ian and I actually go to a movie together.
Funny.
Talking politics with Pat.
No, the live pod. No, I just mean the live podcast.
Going back to the actually producing.
Boy, howdy, have I heard you say never again so many times.
Never again, how we used to do it, that's for sure. No, never.
I'll have a live political podcast with you.
There we go. We'll do that. But what about a live Flea Market Madness? I think that appeals to me more than anything else, because I don't know if that's really a thing happening. I probably gave the idea away. But that's what I think appeals to me more than anything. Because then at the very least, you have the audience like searching with you for the games, and maybe they'll find something with you or not. but then Frank will say something inappropriate, and it'll be funny, and everyone will laugh. So,
Good luck getting Frank to get back on that train.
to the flea market? We're going to the flea market in a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
We are.
Okay.
What do you mean back on that train? Frank does usually turn on the flea market. He likes going to the flea market. He likes finding his CD deals. He's been ripping hundreds of his CDs. He's discovered he knows how to rip. God damn it! I taught him how to use a computer, and I'm so proud of him. He's ripping CDs.
All right. Well, there he goes.
All right. Next question.